Hello, everybody! Hey, we're finally back with actually a Megan and Charlie Sunday Funday. Sorry there was none last week. Life kind of got a little bit in the way, so weren't able to go see the movie. Though we were actually going to go see Searching since it had its wide release. Might still maybe sneak in a preview of or a viewing of it soon, because I think what I might try and do is give you more Sunday fun days through maybe seeing older movies that we maybe missed, we wanted to see, and we just couldn't for one reason or another. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen over the next few weeks. But hey, as you can see, we saw totally not The Nun because I had no shits to give about The Nun. Megan had no shits to give about The Nun. Because we haven't seen Conjuring 2, and I don't give any fucks about the Conjuring universe. We went and saw Peppermint, the new Jennifer Garner going back to her Alias roots.
Yeah.
So, since last Sunday Funday was really just me ranting and raving about a different movie, I'm going to let Megan lead us off about her thoughts on Peppermint. So, what did you think of Peppermint? Sorry, I have an itchy nose.
I would love to make some peppermint related pun, but But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Like, we liked it.
I liked it. Yeah, this is a good movie finally that includes the H Brothers production company. Oh my god, it's like two out of three or 1 out of 3 times. Sweet. Actually, technically, out of the movies I've seen from them, I've seen 4 movies I can think of right off the top of my head, and only one of them was good. The other one right after that is really mediocre, and the other 2 were really terrible. Sorry, I can just think of The Great Wall, which was the mediocre one, Happy Time Murders, Mile 22, and this as well. This is produced by the same group. Yeah, this is a good actioner. It's not the best. I will go ahead and preface it by that. Getting it negative out of the way real quick, at least from my perspective, the editing still needs work. It's still a bit choppy at points. Like, there are some action sequences I'm pretty sure looked really good. Too fast of edits, too quick, and a little too close up, so it makes it a little too chaotic to the point where you don't know what's going on. I will say, thank God they didn't go with the shaky cam bullshit that some movies like do. It's like, hey, you want to know what's happening? No, you don't. Or hell, like Power Rangers RPM, where it's like, hey, you want to know what's going on in this very tense, dramatic scene? No, you don't. We're in an earthquake. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I don't need to see anything. But, yeah, that's one of the issues. The other issue I would kind of say the storytelling could use a little bit of spicing up, I think. Also, this is not a new story by any stretch of the imagination, though it does change the narrative from usually being a male who loses his family instead of it's a female. Though, what it actually does to try and make her a badass, because she is not one to begin with, it actually cements it a lot better, I think. Because you hear about it, you don't have to see it, which I think kind of works. What do you think?
Yeah, I was reminded a little bit of Death Wish, except, like, this was more methodical. It was a bit more of a slow burn, more of a, it's like, I'm going to hone myself and, like, learn how to use all these different weapons, and it's like, and only then shall I get revenge on my family, or for my family, whatever.
Yeah, those who want to know the plot of this movie, Jennifer Gardner, she has a daughter whose name is Carly. Yeah. Though they cut out for some reason from the previews where she even she even says that her nickname for her daughter is Peppermint, hence the name of the movie. Why they cut that out, I don't know. It kind of makes the title of the film really seem to predicate only on the fact that the daughter likes peppermint ice cream.
And she was born around Christmas time.
Yeah, it's like... And no, unfortunately, this isn't a good, like, Die Hard film where you really do get the sense this is during Christmas. Like, there's a lot of Christmas stuff. There's a little here and there,
Yeah,
but
it's like a Christmas wreath and a little, like, singing Santa toy that this one FBI agent just...
pegs with a tennis ball or an apple she has. Sorry, I went too fast.
It looks more like a little, like a baseball.
Yeah, or something like that.
And some kind of round, hard thing.
Round hard thing, huh? I didn't say it. But yeah, it doesn't quite have that quite Christmassy punch that you almost wish it would have. But yeah, she has a daughter and husband... Chris, yeah. Because I kept wanting to say Chris North, because his name is Chris North.
Yeah.
And it's ironically very close to the actor's name. But yeah, they get gunned down because Chris has this buddy who...
Mickey.
Yeah, who tried to steal from this drug lord who's not really a drug lord. He's actually the underling of another drug group.
Yeah.
And that kind of doesn't really go anywhere. Like I said, storytelling has a little bit of weird spots. Like, could use a little punching up. But yeah, they get gunned down. Jennifer Garner notices it all. She identifies the guys, and the guys are able to get off thanks to having a corrupt judge, corrupt DA, seemingly. And,
well, he tries to bribe her, saying...
a lawyer tries to. The lawyer for the guys.
Yeah.
Not the DA himself. Oh. But yeah, they tried that, and then she decides to go Rambo on their asses. And goes around after 5 years of, like, training and all this other stuff, which is interesting. It's a thing to make her... to realize that she's more methodical. She's thinking through all of it, and she's enacting a plan. It helps a bit. But yeah,
it's probably what I would do if I was in that situation. Seeing my family get gunned down from me, it's like, oh, that's fucking odd. Here I come.
Here she comes to wreck your day. But yeah, Jennifer Garner, I will say, in this movie, she does a really good job in this, because she has to juggle, at one point, pretty much being a mom, just trying to live her life, to being a badass. And sometimes they intersect where she kind of comes off more momish when she's trying to be a badass, but it oddly works.
Yeah, because, like, she's a mom first, that's the reason why she's doing all this,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like, she's kind of trained herself and, prepared herself to fight these guys.
Yeah, and there's just some little, like, goofy bits on how she delivers dialogue that really, like I said, strangely works. Because she just put the mom kind of dialogue into it. And I don't know why. It just kind of worked for me. I was like, I kind of like that way how they did this. I know it's not always for everybody. But hey. The other thing that I did like from the movie, it's like, for the most part, the acting's good. There's no real bad actors. What's that detective's name? There's one, I know him from other movies, and he always plays, like, bit parts and all that.
I remember the one dude that...
The Hispanic guy. Hispanic detective.
I have no idea what you're talking about, though. I thought you were talking about the white dude.
No, Carmichael is his name. I remember his name. They said it every 5 seconds. Now, with him, he does a good job. Just some of the writing...
Oh, you're talking about his boss. Okay, now I remember.
Mesh.
Now I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, none of it meshes really well. Like, eventually there is a reveal of some sort, and you're like, wait, what the hell? Mm-hmm. And then I was even saying, well, maybe they're going to reveal this, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, no, it doesn't. Okay, it's like, what the hell, guys?
Yeah.
I have a feeling this movie was it was directed and written by a 14-year-old. In a good way. Let's just say that much. At least a competent 14-year-old.
Not like with Mile 22.
Yeah, but it was done by a 12-year-old who thinks, fuck it, you bitch, fucking whatever. Apart from Boston. Can't help it. But yeah, this one, you can see some juvenile writing here and there. though I think it works for the most part. You don't have people just being outwardly stupid. Well, besides, the FBI detective. She's kind of overtly dumb.
Yeah.
But, what was I going to say? Yeah, the issues with the writing, like I said, there's just some weird leaps of logic at times. There's pacing issues here and there. Like, I will say the first bit I was expecting to be a little slow because they were going to, show, hey, here's what happened to her family, here's what happened to her eventually. And now we're going to go forward 5 years. The trailers gave that way. Instead, it begins showing her being a badass. And I'm like, it kind of messes with the film. It's just how it's editing it. Again, it's an editing and writing issue. I'm like, if you wouldn't have that, if you just start out with her, being with her family, I think it would have been stronger. And then once they die and she ends up going on a run, then you show her getting the 3 guys who killed her family. That's given away in the trailers.
Well, I thought it was different. I do like that it was a little bit innovative as far as storytelling. Because most stories will start off with the flashback and then fast forward 5 years to the present and, now all of a sudden she's a badass. But instead it starts off with her being badass, then flashes back, then comes back to the present and kind of maybe explains about, how she came to be this badass.
Yeah, I just think it makes for inconsistent storytelling for me. Personally, that's a personal thing. Just I don't like that choppiness. I hate choppiness in my storytelling. And unless it's meant to purposely disorient, but here it's not meant to disorient, it's meant to tell a story just straight out. And it's like, yeah, you just disoriented me. Just throwing a flashbang in my room every time.
Not as bad as in Dunkirk.
Oh, fuck that movie. Dunkirk, it literally destroyed its own momentum because of its inconsistent way of telling a story. It's like, hey, you want to see what happens to these guys? Sweet, so that means when I show you what happens with these guys, it's not going to matter at all. You're welcome. It's like, thanks, Christopher Nolan. You just make a straightforward movie. Quit, stop. Stop while you're behind. Oh, so, yeah, the movie is good. Like I said, action is fairly good whenever it decides not to be so choppy. There are some points where it decides the editing decides to slow it down and just let you see people getting killed. The violence is at least on par, and thank goodness there's not a shit ton of CGI blood. That really gets old to me. Usually there's some here, but it's used sparingly. And hey, you do feel Jennifer Garner's a badass throughout the whole thing. You don't ever feel like she's phoning it in or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, you totally can carry this off, lady. Yeah.
Yeah, she comes off like a badass.
I would say she's a good actress. She can be badass, or she can be... She
can be a great mom.
Yes.
So, is there more you want to talk about with this movie? Because I fear if we keep talking about it, we're going to start veering into spoilers. I don't really want to spoil this movie too much. Though, those who've seen these type of movies, yeah, it's going to pretty much end how you think it's going to end. Once you start seeing, I know where this is going to end up. Predictable, but still enjoyable for what it is.
I'd say still a fun little ride.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, any more you want to say about it?
Just I think that it was, its depictions of violence and, some of these people getting killed. I think it was, trying to be realistic, and I think it succeeded somewhat. But at the same time, I think it was, trying to be okay, these people deserve to get killed, so they're getting killed. And we're gonna try not to kill off these innocent people if we can help it.
Okay. I don't get what you mean. Or what your point is. No offense.
I'm saying it was trying to be realistic, but also trying to balance the whole how am I trying to put this? Basically, I think our collective, not really fantasy, but our collective views of like, okay, this person deserves to die, this person does not deserve to die, and
You feel like it plays a lot on vigilantism.
yes, I think it plays a lot like with the movie Death Wish, or at least the remake. Can't really say anything about the original, but I think it really plays a lot with like.
It's a little bit more straightforward. It straight up says that vigilantism is the best idea. Though, it's because it sets itself in a world that vigilantism pretty much is the way.
Yeah, the only way to get anything done.
Yeah, I mean, it sets itself up in a world like that. It's the same reason why...
Well, sometimes it can feel like that, I think, in the real world.
It only feels that way because many people refuse to look at all aspects of things. I hate to use a parlance from a shitty fucking company called Amazon, but thinking big. It means looking at the picture of everything. Case in point. Sorry, political, about to get into, sort of political. Case in point, Kaylee Anthony. If you want to think about it. People are like, oh, Casey Anthony just got away with killing her daughter. There's no proof. That's the thing. The entire case was circumstantial. You cannot convict somebody on circumstantial. Was Kaylee Anthony a terrible mother? Yes, that is not up to debate. Can you prove without a shadow of a doubt she killed her daughter? No. If you actually study through any of that, there is no 100% proof that she did anything besides just be a really, really terrible mom. Hell, look at... If you want to look at the number of police shootings that happen, people are like, oh, they instantly need to go after these cops and string them up by their balls. Let's go through due process. It's one of the things, again, sorry, political talk going on here. It's one of the things I actually love about our government. We do hold everybody to due process. Sure, there are a few times where it seems like people are not getting the justice like they deserve, like Harvey Weinstein. Many others that have raped and sexually molested people. It does feel like that. But then you get stuff where you have hundreds of priests get popped for abusing thousands of children. Hey, they're going to jail for that. They're going to die in jail. Is even the best thing. That is proof that the system does work. There are going to be cracks. If they let it. There are cracks. I'm not going to say it's 100% effective, but it's much better than just saying, I'm going to kill this person without knowing why you're killing them. You're killing them because somebody is saying they did something bad. That's the thing. It's part of the reason why Death Wish and Peppermint are very much fantasy movies. Because they do predicate upon the fact that this person had to have seen this and knew this happened. Yeah, and we as the audience also see and know it happened.
Yeah, I think it plays upon our like violent need for justice.
That's why I play
for vengeance.
I just want to play Just Cause 3. I just launch people in the air with explosives. It's fun.
And shoot statues in the butt.
Oh yeah, shoot them in the butt with missiles. Yeah, I just think that reality-wise, this movie, of course, obviously does not fit in reality at all.
Yeah, otherwise there would have been a higher body count on both sides.
Yeah. It's just... I think this movie needs to be seen as only for what it is. It shouldn't be seen as... I know there's some people who probably are overlooking this like, just says this. No, I think it's a movie that sits in its own special little world, and we'll just leave it in its own special little world. It's not trying to say anything but just like, get the bad guy. I mean, if you want to see a movie that does look at vigilantism, I think in a much more middle of the road light, it still does choose something by the end of it, which is good. I will say that much. All vigilante movies need to, by the end of it, say one way or the other, not stay in that middle, I don't know area.
Yeah, everyone's like, okay, we'll let you, the audience, decide how you feel about this.
Yeah, I guess it makes too shitty of an ending for a movie. That's not how film works. The best movie for that, if you really want to see a movie that's pro and anti vigilantism, The Brave One. It had Jodie Foster. Shit, I cannot remember his name. He was on Lost. I can't remember his name. I really want to say he was from Jordan too. It's gonna bug me. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, that movie's actually a really damn good movie. Warn y'all, it's very slow. It's a slow burn of a movie. This Peppermint is meant to be an actioner. It's meant to just go after them and get them, which is fine.
Yeah, not quite balls to the wall, but still, it's like bang, 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 explosion, bang, 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 bang.
There's a high body count by the end of all this. Put it that way. It's like, wow, we killed like half of LA. So,
well, to be fair, it is LA. No, I'm just kidding.
So, what would you give this as a final score?
I don't know. It was a good movie. Like you said, like we were trying to say, like, it's a revenge fantasy.
Yeah, it's very much a revenge fantasy.
Yes. I don't know. Because we just saw it, and I think it's like we just had a bunch of shitty movies that we've seen, and it's finally like, yes!
You're not the worst thing ever?
It's like, yes, decent film, finally!
Hey, at least you had technically a break last week. I fucking saw Mom and Dad last week. Mom and Dad was terrible. It's directed by one of the guys who did Crank. And its camera work is just as insane as that movie is. Writing's worse. You don't want to watch it. It's got Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, it's a movie I was telling you about.
What you were talking about, yeah.
See, she doesn't watch my reviews. Because fuck me. So what do you give this a score, though?
Much I would really love to give it a 9. I think I'm going to have to give it an 8.
I'm going to a bit disagree with you. I don't think... I can see the faults in this movie again. The writing is here and there. Or the storytelling is what you would expect, with the exception of the beginning, where it's kind of weird. And the editing still you could use a little bit of, spicing this up, boys. 7, though. It's still a good movie. It has its flaws. Don't go into this thinking that, hey, I'm going to see one of the greatest actioners of all time. Think that you're going to see a decent action movie that you don't have to turn your brain off to watch. It's just going to... It's going to scratch that itch, I think, that Mile 22 never could attempt.
I would say it's got a decent story. Nothing that,
Nothing original, and then it's going, wow.
I mean, it's nothing we haven't seen before, except just a female vigilante instead of a male vigilante.
Yeah. It's easily, you could have had Liam Neeson in this role, and you would have believed it was taken for. But hey, it's still good for what it is, though. I will still say, I'm going to stand by it.
I mean, it's like, it's like I said, nothing you haven't seen before as far as story, but it executes it pretty well.
Yeah.
In words.
Yeah, and if you're bored and you want to go see something decent, go see us. I wouldn't say you're going to be upset because you go see this. So, we need to talk about this month because Charlie, like I said, he fucked up and life got in the way. So, we need to talk about what we're going to see this upcoming month. The month of September. Of course, we're going to go see The Predator. I was so looking forward to it, and I'm so scared now. I've been hearing nothing good about The Predator, and I've heard it is a mess. So that's going to be an interesting thing. So I guess, again, 14th, we'll go see that. Well, the weekend of. The 21st is probably going to be The House with a Clock in its Walls.
Yeah.
We have seen a preview for this. That's it.
Looks like your generic dumb kids movies, what it's looking like.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be good, but...
Please be at least halfway decent, like at least a 5 or 6.
Yeah, if it's this year's Mrs. Peregrine, I'll be fine with it. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. I don't ever need to see that again.
Yeah.
And then to round out the 28th, we're going to go see Night School because I don't want to put a gun in my mouth.
I don't want to.
Megan's coming with me. She's going to love it to death.
No.
She's going to love it.
No.
Love.
No.
Yes.
I tell you no.
Yeah.
I tell you no. Part of no, don't you understand?
The no that means you're going to go see Night School with me. It's either Smallfoot. I would rather.
Is it the N or the O that's confusing you? Because it's new.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Night School to end the month out. Yay! The movie just it doesn't look good, and I swear if Tiffany Haddish, if she can quit being a thing for the next couple months, I'll be fine then.
Or get a new shtick at least.
Yeah, all she does is scream. It's like,
But stupid trailer for Nobody's Fool. Damn, that's nice.
Here you're saying it wrong. Nice. It's a weird thing she does in her mouth. It's like somebody stuck 3 dicks in there all at once. Oh, that's gonna be probably a thumbnail. Yeah, we're gonna end it with that bullshit. Yeah.
Well, at least
what can you do?
I was saying, at least my birthday's coming up this month. Something I'm gonna look forward to.
No, at least it'll be the week after your birthday, so that's not gonna be your birthday movie.
Oh, I'm just saying, it's like my birthday's something to look forward to this month. It's at least something.
Yeah, at least that is something. So hey, we're gonna go have birthday sex and do other fun, random things. But hey, we'll talk with y'all later while I embarrass the shit out of her. So, hey, we'll see y'all next week with The Predator. Please be decent. I just want decent now, as much as bad I've been hearing. Please.
Pretty, please. I will sacrifice a virgin for you.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice 2 if you need it. So until then, everybody, I'll see y'all later. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.